I've put over 1,000 miles into the Asics Novablast 5. They're my favorite daily trainer, so I was super excited when they came out with the 6. Today I'm going to be going over the differences between these two, the upgrades, and giving you everything you need to know, whether you're upgrading from the 5 or just looking for a great pair of running shoes. So these shoes have an 8mm heel-to-toe drop, which is the same as last year, and they use the FF Blast Max foam, which is going to be the same foam as last year as well, which I find great for easy runs and for doing workouts. It's great if you want to pick up the pace. But they also added this pod here into the bottom, which acts like a trampoline pod, and that has their Asics FF Blast Turbo foam, which is just a little bit more responsive and a little bit faster of a foam. And I don't notice it as much when I'm doing easier runs, but if I do start to pick up the pace, it does feel like I get a little bit more energy return on the 6 versus what I got with the 5. They also improved the traction on this year's model. So this is called their ASICSGRIP outsole rubber, and it's their tackiest rubber. And I did notice with the old version that when it was raining out or the roads got a little bit wet, you would start to feel your foot slip out from under you just a little bit. These actually stick to the ground way better than the old version. Even if I'm just walking around my house with these on, they give a squeaky noise when I'm on tile. So the traction is definitely much improved from last year. They also just have a little bit more support. So when I hold these side by side, you can see that it has a thicker area around where your ankle and Achilles is going to be sitting, as well as just this extra bump here on the end. And that's just going to help with the support of your heel. So especially if you are a heel striker, this is going to just give you a little bit more support than last year's version. They also added a new woven upper on the top, and it feels nice on the foot, but I did actually kind of prefer the upper on last year's version. That is the one negative. If I did have to pick one thing about this shoe that I don't like as much, is I think there's just maybe a little bit more material on the new version, but it still is very comfortable. It's a very nice, breathable shoe. So overall, it's not a huge deal, but just something to keep in mind. This shoe is weighing in at 8.9 ounces, which is slightly lighter than last year's version. And they really kept the spirit of the Novablast the same in this shoe. Overall, I would say it's a very solid upgrade. For me, this is a do-it-all shoe. Like I said, easy runs, speed, tempo workouts. This does it all, and I do really like the FF Blast foam. It's a fun ride, and the Novablast has really been my go-to daily trainer shoe for several years now. I loved running in the 5, and so far the 6 has been great. I see this as a nice upgrade with the improved traction, the trampoline pod, and overall this is just a really fun shoe. So if you're looking for a great pair of daily trainers, I definitely recommend checking these out.